Brosplay!
Ah, stop shooting me. I'm one of yours.
No, shoot. You're disguised as the North Koreans.
Oh, oops. But I'm them. I'm Sergey. No, I'm not Sergey. I'm...
Oh, shit. We didn't change back.
Yosef. Yeah, we said maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, we made no promises.
Alright. I just don't like the glitch. Everything else is fine.
With the gun underneath the ground? Yeah, that's true. I wish they should have given us the reverse cheat.
I don't think there is a reverse cheat. I don't think that was a plan. I think that was just a fun little thing.
Yeah, but it's not very much fun if you're then stuck.
I don't think they were too worried about it.
True. I've lost all my power.
That is a nice boulder. Oh, boy.
That was heavy. Oh! I got clipped.
It came out of your... It looks like a giant penis.
Let's see if this resets us. Hopefully we're back to good old Peter Stormare. You mentioned that in one of our discussions. We were talking about...
Go change your uniform.
Yeah, that's a good point. You mentioned in one of our discussions the Russian guy from Prison Break. And I just proves how long ago it was, because if it was that long ago, like, that's the only reason we don't know Peter Stormare's name. Otherwise, we would 100% know his name. Because we've talked about him like 6 times on the show.
I knew his name.
Not then.
Wait, what?
During one of our discussions,
Oh,
you're
really?
just like, yeah, you're just like, that Russian guy has a great voice. And I'm like, Peter
Stormare!
Stormare!
He was in Until Dawn. It's like, I guess you could call it a game. It's like a horror movie cliche story. Cliche, I mean in a good way, like it's clearly making fun of horror stories, but you get to make choices for the characters very quickly, and it drastically alters the story.
Okay.
Like we're talking like
So
you'll
it's
be
an
watching
interactive
these
story.
characters. Yeah, you'll be watching these characters, and it'll be like, press triangle. And if you miss, it doesn't let you try again. Like, you missed it.
Oh,
That's it.
shit.
But it does this really dumb thing at the beginning where you have 2 choices at the very, very beginning of the story, and it doesn't matter which one you do, the same outcome happens. So in a game that's teaching you all about the branches, it just basically says go fuck yourself at the beginning of the game, and then
I don't like that. Don't pretend we have choice.
it's that whole thing about starting your game in a different way than how the rest of the game is going to be played. Like, I was just playing Arkham Asylum, the first of the Arkham series of Batman. And you begin the game just fucking standing there and walking and following the Joker. It is so fucking boring. It could have been put into a cinematic and allowed me to skip it so I can get to gameplay. By the time the gameplay rolled around, I was bored already, and the gameplay didn't overwhelm me, so I stopped playing.
Ooh, that's not good.
What happens when you play Ratchet and Clank? Fucking start up. What happens when you play Jack 2? Fucking just play.
One of the best examples.
Jumping around.
Best examples of drop in and play I think I've ever seen. Not that I want to give it like too much credit, but Crackdown.
Yeah.
You
The
just
first one you just start. Yeah.
It's so good.
Second game, we were just watching the first episode of our second game playthrough, Crackdown 2, and just how much we're making fun of it for its like look at the fucking circles and shit.
And
like
how
that.
angry we are.
Stupid, man. So dumb. It's even worse when a game does it when it's like a remake, like the Reimagining did that. The Reimagining of Ratchet and Clank.
I haven't played the reimagining,
Don't.
nor have I watched the movie.
Don't.
So I really have no concepts except for what you've told me.
Don't on both those accounts.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it. I've got way too much that I could do. There's
Dude.
too many movies, too many TV shows, and too many games.
Instead of watching that or playing the game, watch the hour and 20-minute long video by Gaming Brit on why the first one is so much better than the Reimagining.
Did you say an hour and 20?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's basically the length
Man.
of the movie, except it's actually good and interesting.
So what is it, sorry?
Which one?
The guy's hour and 20 thing?
It's a comparison of the original 2002 Ratchet and Clank and the Reimagining 2002.
Yeah, it's just crazy that the comparison is so long.
Well, it takes a long time to compare a game based off of a movie based off a game.
Okay, is it like a side-by-side comparison?
It's kind of like he's like, look how these games begin. Look at the music. Look at the gameplay. Look at the awful fucking characters. It's terrible, man. The reimagining, the Ratchet and Clank don't fucking talk to each other. They're always just like looking at other people. And then you go to the very first one, and from the very beginning, they're doing this like two-person gag thing where one of them has like, you know, Clank always has this intelligent response, and Ratchet always has a sort of like an id response. He's always like, "Yeah, Poketaru," and Clank's like, "We must continue to find Captain Quad." It's hilarious. It's awesome. It's interesting. And then you go to the reimagining, and they just kind of stare at people and they don't talk to each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's also this point in the middle of the original where they stop being friends because they're angry at each other, and then they slowly build back up and learn to work together to fight evil. It's fucking awesome. And then the reimagining, they're immediately friends and they never stop.
Really?
And there's also no reason for them to be friends. It was like we were talking about in Unravel about how there's zero chemistry between Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, they basically just tell you that they like each other. That's it.
Yeah, this
There's
is
nothing
Mary
there.
Jane.
That's what it is. They're just like, they're friends. It's like, what? Show, don't tell. That's like an old rule, I guess. It's like a filmmaking, storytelling rule. You show people. You don't just tell them. You don't say, feel sad. You show me something that makes me sad.
Yeah. Well, that's the right way to do it. But that's not the easiest way, and that's not the way most people go with.
That's the problem, man.
It is the
people trying to
problem.
write. That's why I keep writing for videos that I want to create, and then I don't make them because I realize I'm trying too hard to make it too fast.
Okay. Yeah.
So
no,
stop.
I can see that.
Are you like losing time? Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, so you're supposed to be chasing Sergey, and then I think Sergey starts attacking. This is retarded.
Look how good he is.
Yeah,
He
how
has
survivable.
Such a ridiculous, what's it called?
Took an RPG and 6 grenades to pull that off.
He's got a grace period.
That guy looks like he's having a bad day. Getting pink misted.
He's angry at a helicopter. He's like, no,
You!
helicopter.
So you're supposed to be chasing Sergey, and then he starts attacking the Russian capital. So you have to get back there, but you get a bonus if you catch Sergey. So I wanna run him down first.
Sure.
I wanna make it work. But I should have. You know what? If it starts me off right at the start, I'm gonna get a better gun or a better car.
Dude, there's actual articulation in the hands. That's advanced.
I wouldn't
This
say
is-
articulation.
this-
That front one isn't even on the wheel.
No, there's actually like fingers.
Oh.
This
Okay.
was an era
There's
where
digits.
people had mitts. This was a mitt era.
It's true. San Andreas was part of the mid era.
It was. Yeah, dudes are like, he's like, look over there. And it's just like, ha.
Points his gun
He
hand.
points his whole hand. Oh, San Andreas. We should start that one. We can play it on PS4.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely be down for that.
Up-res to 1080p. In no way improved for the price they give you, but up-res to 1080p.
Wonderful.
I mean, technically what we're doing here is up-resing to 1080p because we're not up-resing, we are scaling. But
Yeah, we couldn't
it's-
up-res without going back and redoing the game, right?
I don't know.
I don't know why your character slides when they're putting C4.
Because that's how you play C4. That's how it works.
You have to slide along the surface you're standing on.
This music reminds me so much of BioShock. It's like, "Ah, na, 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 na."
A little bit, yeah. It's very, Whoa.
It sounds like a dude just going, "Bah."
That's probably how they recorded the sound, man. But this is definitely going to be the fastest way to catch him. See how much faster I'm moving than last time?
Yeah, this is pretty nuts. Why is there no speedometer?
That's a good point. I would actually really appreciate
Colloquially known as a speedometer.
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 So, by the way, these are tanks, and they are going to shoot at me. And they did last time. Woo!
You're way too fast for them.
Yeah, last time I just barely made it. That time I squeaked by no problem.
Dude, are you telling me that those tanks were too slow?
Too slow.
What's your plan here? You gotta kill him? Man, look at the readout on that audio. That's brutal. Oh, sorry, people listening wearing headphones.
That was perfect. So that's what I was planning.
Except now you have no vehicle.
Crap, man, that was funny.
I did not know what your plan was there, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought I was gonna like ditch and throw my car at him, but that worked out pretty well.
That's pretty awesome.
Now I gotta go protect the Russians.
That timing, man.
Holy crap. That's why I like the C4 on the car, because the car becomes this massive bomb all of a sudden.
Yeah. That's something that is I know I keep doing this. I know this is kind of like a hallmark of the show in general, is that I like to just, without any real segue, bring something else up that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Something unrelated.
In Rainbow Six Siege, there's the C4 does damage through objects. So if you put it on the floor, it will kill somebody directly above it, on the floor above that. So there's been times where we know there's a window that an enemy always comes in, and it's like the main push point. So we get one of our dudes to put C4 on the floor underneath them. It's basically undetectable.
Really?
There's no fucking way they would know it's there unless they had... Well, one of the operators can see the C4. So really, it is totally... It's not like a cheese tactic. It's like a real tactic. But it is the funniest thing ever when they come in the window all fucking confident, and we're like, blow it! And just fucking explosions. Done. Oh, it's one of the funniest things, because it takes a lot of setup time. It requires someone has to kind of commit the whole preparation phase to making sure they get that down there. What a fun game.
So I don't understand what's going on here.
That's an ace, isn't it? Or
yeah, but how do I end this mission? That's what I don't understand.
Dude, he's dying, dude. You have to go over to the house.
But I don't understand. Yeah, no, that's the HQ. So they actually expected me to get back here in time to destroy all these tanks?
Oh no! The North Koreans...
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah. Thanks for freaking out on me there, girly.
She just said it with no energy. The whole HQ went down, and she's like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, so what, you know what I think I'm going to have to do here? I'm just going to have to drop a bunch of money. We're going to buy a super fast car, load it up with C4, go blow Sergey sky high.
You sounded just like Rick from, what's it called? Pawn Stars.
Oh, really?
So what we're going to have to do is we're going to drop a lot of money.
I don't know Pawn Stars
You never know what is going to come through that door.
Well, I've definitely heard that line before. They're goddamn commercials. Okay, so once I blow up Sergey, I'm just going to get a helicopter. You know, 7 kill streak, call the helicop.
Oh! 1080p? Are you 10th prestige only on day 3?
I wish. You remember how long it used to take to do that?
Yeah.
I never prestiged in that game once.
The problem with prestiging in that game is that it didn't promote the camo system very well, because the only way to get the gold AK was to get Red Tiger on every single assault rifle.
Yeah,
and you're just not doing that for every... Yeah.
That was so true. Yeah, the easiest golden gun was the shotgun, because you only had to get 2 shotguns to Red Tiger. I remember that now.
What I liked was I forgot what I was gonna say now. Totally forgot what I was. What were you even talking
what you
about?
liked about Call of Duty?
Battlefield Bad Company 2, which was kind of a competitor at the time, and it didn't have a prestige system. It just had a ridiculously long experience, like a level number.
And I remember that.
So level 50, getting from 49 to 50 was basically all the experience of every level before it.
Whoa.
Again.
What'd you get for going from 49 to 50?
I don't think anything. You just got your 50. You're just a cool dude. Just a fucking cool dude.
And that, that's important to some people, because for some people you've gotten so far that all there really is the vanity.
Yeah. And then you got Siege, where there is absolutely 0 impact for the XP beyond... Now you have to get level 25 in order to get into ranked games, but after that it has no impact. XP doesn't do anything, leveling up doesn't do anything, and there's no cap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like Overwatch. Every single time you level up in Overwatch, you get a loot box.
Really?
I think that's cool. It means that leveling up is fun. And then like
That is actually really fun.
a siege is like double XP weekend. It's like great for the people under level 25.
That's it, yeah.
But like what the fuck? Like there's even times where like you can get extra XP for stuff, and we're like, what the fuck?
Why?
What would I want that for?
Yeah.
What's that for?
The hell is the point?
And even more egregious than that, Battlefield Hardline had boosters, which isn't a problem. Like you used to get experience boosters in Battlefield 4, but in Battlefield Hardline, the boosters affected your in-game score. So people were higher on the leaderboard because they had a booster.
That they paid for with real money.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Wow.
And that's probably one of those things that was why the game didn't do well. On top of the weird setting, but you can't immediately degrade the integrity of the game and expect it to go well.
Yeah, no one's gonna respond well to that.
It's taken 2 years for Siege to pull some things that I feel kind of degrade the integrity. Like the newest expansion, they added a uniform
The HQ's in
for
bad
every
shape.
single operator that is black. So all of the color elements of every character that made you understand who you were fighting
Are gone.
Just gone. So now we're kind of like, there's a guy. There's a guy over there. But before, it's immediately recognizable because this team has this color and that team has that color. It's a really silly decision.
I think the color is the easiest way. Like, you should be able to visually tell the difference between...
Exactly. And part of the balance of characters was that they were also given what they were given based on how well they were able to see. That was even part of the balance. But you take one of the operators that has a fully white camouflage and you give them black camouflage? How do you balance that?
Yeah, it changes everything.
It's like when in League of Legends, there were certain skins that made like Akali look like Aurelia, and Aurelia looked like
Yeah,
Akali, and
that
I never
one
knew
bugged
which
the
one
shit out of
they
me.
were. It was like, that's really confusing. It's kind of like muscle memory. Like it's an important thing.
Muscle memory, it's true. Well, yeah, I guess muscle memory in
Well,
some
it's like
ways.
you move someone's like yeah, if you move something around that someone's been doing for a year and you just move it to like an inch to the left, suddenly everything changes. It's no longer a small difference.
It's like making one step slightly taller than all the rest.
Yes.
Makes a
Oh,
huge
it's like
difference.
that. It's like that classic riddle about there's a blind man, wood shavings,
Oh, yeah.
and something else. So like
So what
it's
does that
like-
all
it's like,
amount
it's
to?
like how did he die? And it's like, well, he killed himself because somebody cut the bottom of his cane, so he believed he was no longer the shortest man in the world, so he had nothing to live for.
Yeah, and he killed himself. That's the stupidest thing
It's a really dumb one.
I've ever heard.
Well, the one that I do like is there's a man
Yeah.
in his car. He died from a gunshot. His car is bulletproof, the windows are up, and the doors are all locked. How did he die? And the answer is, it was a convertible.
Yeah, so the roof was just down.
That's a classic example of riddles are using misdirection. Like Jack and Jill lay dead on the floor. There's a puddle of water and broken glass. What happened?
Yeah, Jack and Jill aren't people.
They're fish.
They're fish. Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
remember that one.
And the Jack and Jill is intentional misdirection.
There's another one. A lady is about to step out onto the road, and there is a completely black truck making absolutely no sound, just barreling down the road towards her. And she goes to step out into the road, and then all of a sudden jumps back off to the side of the road, and the truck goes screaming by. So how did the lady know the truck was coming? It's because it's the middle of the day,
Oh.
right? No one ever specified. No one ever specified that it was a black truck at night.
Yeah, and that's your brain. Your brain is it's
Filling in the
always
gaps.
looking for patterns. Well, yeah, the filling in the gaps is called Gestalt.
Oh, really?
It's I believe it was a German term.
That reminds me that you knew the term. We were talking about that feeling you get when you're on the edge of something and you know you could jump.
Yeah,
And I was telling you it was called the call of the void.
and I was saying it was object
Which
distance.
Cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive.
But it is, so that is what it's referred to, like the Call of the Void. That is a real thing.
Right.
But that's like, yeah, that's not the scientific version. And I'm listening to our podcast and I'm thinking it's cognitive dissonance they're looking for. And then a second later you're like, I don't know what it's called. It's something like, I don't know, cognitive dissonance. And I was like, there you go. There you go, bro. Just nobody knows that we were actually correct.
It is such a good, this show has been so good. Oh my.
Oh, there was my car too.
You're only worried about the car.
You did this. You son of a bitch. You can't even hit me because that's a surface-to-air missile. Oh my god.
Oh yes. Man weapon. Man weapon says die.
Wow, this guy was such a dolt. Yeah, anti-air rocket. Wow.
What's a dolt?
Wow. Just, you know, like,
I think we've had this conversation already.
dolt?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, to me, dolt is just someone who's a knob.
Mm.
You know, they're a post.
Like a nab.
Yeah. Either way, we'll be back. With,
yeah.
With disappearing ladies.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Next time we'll find that lady. Maybe.